welcome back to Beauty Bee and to the final video of my inventory series. We are finally reaching the end. I'm so excited. This video is going to be the non-makeup beauty products that I didn't talk about in my previous video, which will of course be linked up in the cards. In particular, that will be skincare, hair care, and brushes. I don't think I'm forgetting anything, but I might be. If there's something else in the title, know that I was just off in La La Land somewhere. Anyway, let's get right into it. So I think that in the past, I've always been able to make just 2 spreads for hair care. And maybe it's my setup being a little bit different this year, or maybe I'm just been ridiculous, but I think I might need 3 this year, and that's not great. So before you, we have shampoo and conditioner. I put hair masks in the same category as conditioner. Basically anything that I would use in the shower. And then I have these lime crime hair mists that are supposed to very temporarily color your hair. And I've had these for months, and I haven't actually worked up the courage to try them. So I need to do that because these look really fun, but I haven't opened them. So I have 4 of those mists. They're all minis, and I paid very, very little for them, thankfully. Though maybe if I'd paid more for them, I would be better about using them. Anyway, let's take a look at shampoo and conditioner. I have one shampoo sitting in my shower right now. It is the Not Your Mother's Detoxifying Shampoo. And I actually need to put a regular shampoo in my shower. I just finished one maybe 2 nights ago. So either the Tresemme one or this Nelson Beverly Hills one is going to get stuck in my shower. So what all do I have here? I have this scalp treatment. This is like a pre-shampoo. I also have another pre-shampoo scalp treatment in my shower. I have a mini Herbal Essences shampoo, a mini Way detox shampoo. As mentioned, I have full sizes of a Tresemme shampoo as well as a Nelson Beverly Hills shampoo, and then minis of super mini foil packet sizes of Dry Bar and a Not Your Mother's Smooth Move shampoo. Then for conditioner, I have, again, the foil packets for Dry Bar and Not Your Mother's, the conditioner in these 2 packs. I have this Biologe Smooth Proof conditioner. I just finished the shampoo of this a couple of nights ago. It's the one that I was just talking about. And I got this in the same package from Influencer, and I used it, probably 5 or 6 times so I could review it. And I've had it for 8 months or something, and I haven't gotten back to it. I use conditioner so much more slowly than I use shampoo. It's ridiculous. I think I'm 3 bottles of shampoo in to living in this apartment. I've been here for about a year, so yeah, that makes sense. Shampoo tends to last me maybe 3 to 4 months. And I am 1.5 things of conditioner in. And I think I'm still using this big jug of conditioner that I bought when I moved in. I bought the matching shampoo conditioner set, and the shampoo's been gone for 6 months, but the conditioner's still kicking. Anyway, I need to go a little bit faster or we are going to get so off track in this video. So for hair masks, I have 2 foil packet ones, though these are decent sized foil packets. I mean, this is 30 mils and this one's 50 mils. I also have this giant Ava NYC one that's 500 mils. I really enjoy this. So overall, just how many shampoos do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1 in my shower would be 7. 2 scalp products, and then 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 conditioners. Now that's not as bad as it looks because I do tend to cycle between different conditioners, and one of these shampoos is going into my shower immediately, but still, how is it that this number never goes down? I feel like I use these things regularly. I don't feel like I overpurchase, but somehow the number never goes down. Okay, we got it into 2 spreads, so that's good. So this is all of the stuff that I would put in my hair outside of the shower, except for the lime crime things that we saw in the last spread. So I have like leave-in conditioner, dry shampoo, hairspray, heat protectant, all kinds of things. Let's start with what I'm considering like curling styling products. So I have the Aussie Sprunch Mousse and the Not Your Mother's Beach Babe. I did not have this in my previous update, I believe, but this is a product that I actually have owned. This just got lost in the move like a year ago, and I decided I wanted to repurchase it. So these are the 2 that I am currently using, and I really like both of these. I additionally have this Pattern Curl Gel, this little Nexus Mousse Volumizing Foam that I bought very shortly before the pandemic started and still haven't touched. And at this point, I don't know if I'm ever going to. It just, I don't know. It's here, and I don't use it, and I cart it around, and that seems like its role in life now. I also have this little hydration custard that I'm a little bit afraid to use. So, 5 curl styling products. I also have quite a bit of like smoothing or glossing styling products. So I have this one from Aussie. This is the Gloss Over. I have one from Bay, their anti-frizz finishing cream. This is a blowout cream from Dark and Lovely. This is a smoothing balm from Pure Brazilian. And I have a little frizzies from Frieda. Now this is the one that I use most often. I actually had a full size of this, probably still in my last video. I had to get rid of that, I think a couple months ago, because the texture just started to change. That's not that surprising. I was living in an apartment when I first got that one that really never got dry in the bathroom, you know, cheapo grad student apartment, and I think that just really shortened the shelf life of everything that I owned at that point. So there's not a whole lot left from that era, and I think we've actually gotten rid of all the hair care from that era, thank goodness. In any case, I have 5 of these little gloss products, and I have no idea how I'm supposed to finish these because I have like 4 pieces of hair, I think. I don't understand how people go through hair product. It's a mystery to me. I have 2 heat primers. They're the same ones that I would have had in the last video. I have one little hairspray that I always forget that I have. I never use hairspray. I'm just convinced that if I don't have one, that I will suddenly want to use it. So I usually have a little mini on hand. Now moving down to the next row, I have my like leave-in conditioner products. So I have one from Biologe. This is the Smooth Proof. As you can tell, I have got quite a few of these Biologe Smooth Proof things through Influencer. I have a mini Way leave-in, which I've used in the past and really enjoyed. I have another Biologe. This is their smoothing serum for frizzy hair. I don't know why this ended up in this category instead of this one, but we're not messing with it at this point. I have the Bay 12-in-1 Magic Daily Leave-In Hair Mask, which this bottle is actually really close to being empty, but that's because I've been pouring it into a spritzer bottle to use it, so I really have like half of this left. And then I have this OGX Coconut Milk Anti-Breakage Serum. So 5 leave-in hair products. And then dry shampoo, I have 4 minis. This one of these Kristen S ones is almost gone. It's this one that feels much lighter than the other. I have a full-size Not Your Mother's and a full-size DP Hue. The DP Hue I've used maybe a third of. The Not Your Mother's is completely full. I got a bunch of mini dry shampoos at Christmas time. My mom and I both bought the same little set from Target. They had like this set of mini hair products, both with the intention of breaking them up and giving them as like stocking stuffers. And I kept 1 or 2 little dry shampoos for myself, and then she gave me all of the dry shampoos that were in that because she doesn't use dry shampoos, so I've been slowly working through those. The Kristen S was a discovery from that set, and I really actually like this a lot. I think if I had to repurchase a dry shampoo today, it would probably be this one. Again though, not the point of this video. I need to stay on track. I have 6 dry shampoos. That's kind of a lot, but I do want to have at least 1 mini on hand all the time because it is something I like to take with me when I travel. I just don't need 6, you know? And then I have this Christophe Robin volumizing leave-in mist, which I didn't know where else to put it, so it's in a category all by itself. So I have too much hair stuff. I never go through hair stuff. It just accumulates. That's where we are. Maybe I will do a little declutter at some point, but for now that's where we are, and I've just kind of accepted that. Spread 1 of skincare. Let's start with makeup removers. I have 3 packs of e.l.f. makeup remover wipes. I would guess that there's maybe 5 or so left in this pack, and then these 2 are unopened. I don't use a lot of wipes, but I do like to keep some on hand, and they really come in handy when I'm doing swatch videos because I think they just do a little bit of a better job, especially with like lip products that stain or eyeliners, than trying to just wash with soap and water, or even sometimes the eye makeup removers. Anyway, I have 3 things of makeup wipes, and then I have 2 things of makeup remover, so cold cream and this Up and Up eye makeup remover. I think these 2 I would have had in the previous video and maybe even the video before that. I don't go through these very quickly, but I do really appreciate having them around. Currently I have 3 toners. I have this Haru Haru Wonder one, which is what I am currently using. I have not actually used up half of this in the month that I've owned it. I have been pouring this into a little spritzer bottle and using it that way. I have this little e.l.f. Keep Your Balance toner that I have not opened up yet. I got this as a free gift with purchase really recently, actually. And then I have this Dickinson's Witch Hazel toner. I'm not sure this is going to stay in my collection, but I'm going to do some patch tests, and if it doesn't work out for me, I will offer it to my sister and she can give it a go. I didn't think that toner was like a real... Now, I don't know that toner is necessarily an important step in my routine, but I feel like when I use a toner, I actually do the rest of my skincare routine. So I like having 1 around. I don't know that I need to have 3 though. That seems like a bit much. Right now I have 1 exfoliating scrub. It's from e.l.f. I've used so little of this. This is going to last me like a year and a half, I think, because I mean, I use this like once a week and I use a tiny bit, and there's 5 ounces in here. that's fine. This category is looking good. Cleansers are not looking so great. I have 5 full-size backup cleansers. Maybe these are not technically full-size, these 2 CeraVe ones, but I mean, these are 3 fluid ounces, and these e.l.f. ones that are definitely full-size are 3.4 fluid ounces. So we're just pretending like these are full-size too. And one of these is open, and I've used it maybe, 10 times or so, but it's pretty close to being full. I also have a full-size Tula face wash that's huge. It's like an 8-ounce thing of face wash that's currently sitting in my shower, a little less than half used up. So right now I have 6 face washes. That's a little bit excessive. I think that I was actually running low, and then I just kept buying them thinking, oh yeah, I'm really running low on face wash. And now I'm not anymore. Now I have too many. So I think that these categories overall are not looking too bad. I mean, face wash at least is a category that I actually do go through. So I would suspect that by the next update, probably half of the ones that are here will not be in my collection anymore. They'll be used up. And I do actually need to take off my makeup, so not too worried about having more than 1 or 2 makeup removers. Skincare spread 2 of 3. We have sunscreen, face mists, eye products, and then moisturizers. Let's start with sunscreen. Currently I am sitting at actually 6. There's a Sunbae face spray sitting in my bag, but once it comes out of my bag, I know it's just not going to go back in, so we'll just mention that there should be a Sunbae one sitting right here. Currently I am using this Neutrogena one. I've also used this Avane one a couple of times, but not a whole lot. So these 3 are essentially full-size backups. I have this tiny little Cetaphil daily facial moisturizer that I will stick in a different purse and just use for touch-ups during the day, and the one that I'm currently using, which is the Neutrogena. And I would guess that I've used about 2/3 of this one. So I probably don't need 3 full-size backup sunscreens, but sunscreen is an absolute medical necessity. Yeah, I would much rather have too much sunscreen than too little, but this is probably a little excessive. As far as face mists, I realized as I was getting ready for this video that mentally I'd put these e.l.f. mists and these Avane mists in separate categories, and was able to tell myself that both of the categories were under control because, it's only 3. But that was kind of silly because I would use them in the same way. I'd use all of these to refresh my makeup, or just as like a nice sensation, or before skincare. So yeah, I have 6 of these. I do want to use this e.l.f. one up. I feel like this is starting to discolor. I feel like it used to be clear, though looking at it, I mean, it still is clear, but I feel like it used to be colorless. But looking at the other ones in the line, I'm wondering if this was always just a really light yellow shade. I don't know. I need to make a point of using this a few times in the next couple weeks and figuring out if it needs to stay in my collection or not. These 2 e.l.f. mists are both brand new. These are the Hydrating Coconut and the Soothing Aloe mists. I just thought these would be nice, especially the aloe one. I thought would be great if I got a sunburn. And I have 3 of the Avane thermal waters. 2 of them are unopened, and I don't know if you can tell, but they are actually still in their shrink wrap. This one I've used, I don't know, a quarter or a third of maybe. I don't need any more mists. That is the story of this section. Eye products, I don't think I'm actually doing too bad as far as straight numbers go. I have one little Tony Moly eye cream that is pretty close to being gone. I have this Neogen Dermalogy eye cream, this Botanics eye roll-on, which is like one of those little metal ball products. So it really doesn't fulfill the same purpose as an eye cream. And then this eye serum. Now, I said as far as pure numbers go that I'm not doing too bad, but I have like years of eye products sitting in front of me. This little 1/3 of an ounce Tony Moly product has taken me so long to get through. And I mean, it's not gone. This is a huge eye cream. This is like 1.7 ounces, I think. No, it's 1.2 fluid ounces. That's still ridiculous, considering this 1/3 of an ounce has taken me months. And this is a full ounce of eye serum. I'm set on eye products for like at least a year. And then with moisturizers, we're probably telling a pretty similar story. The two that I'm currently working on are this one from Avant. This is my morning moisturizer. And then this Pharmacy Honey Halo, which is what I've been using for nighttime. This is a little bit on the thick side for my personal preference, so I've actually been mixing in a little bit of Tony Moly with it, just to use this up a little bit faster, and to make this a little bit easier to sink into my skin. But I do like it. I think this will be better for me personally in winter, but it's open. I'm not going to set it aside for 4 months until it gets cold out. And the ones that are unopened, I have this little e.l.f. oil control liquid lotion, an Elemis Pro Collagen night cream, and then this e.l.f. Super Hydrate. So I think that the next one that I will use as my day moisturizer will probably be this e.l.f. one, and the next one that I use at night will probably be the Elemis. So I do have 5 moisturizers, 3 of which are full size, and then 2 of which are like very generous deluxe sizes. But I think this category is actually pretty reasonable. Is this the 3rd spread of skincare? I think so. That seems right to me. We're getting to the point in these videos where I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Anyway, so I have my lip care serums and like treatments and masks out. So let's start with lip care. Now, from here on is products that I have not opened yet. So I have 4 lip balms and 1 lip scrub that are unopened, which I am not 100% convinced that I don't have like 2 or 3 more hidden somewhere, but this is what I could find. And I feel the same way about my open lip products. I have 1 lip scrub and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like lip masks or lip balms open. And I think there's a good chance that I have 1 or 2 hidden somewhere else as well. But overall, I think that this category has gone down a little bit. I think I've used up some lip balm. And I'm really happy with that because goodness knows for a while there it was just like accumulating more and more. It seemed like every month I was just getting a lip balm and they never left. But I've done a good job of using up some lip balm this year, so great. Now for serum, my serum number has definitely gone up, but I've also actually been using serum. I've been so much better with my skincare these past maybe like 4 or 5 months than I ever have been, and it means I've actually been going through things, which I think is really, really exciting. So right now I have this unopened e.l.f. Oil Control Pore Minimizing Serum. This is just a mini. I thought this would be nice to have around for like the hottest parts of summer when I do actually get a little bit oily. I have this Niacinamide Serum from Good Molecules that is like kind of open. I think I've used it once. This Glow Recipe Avocado Ceramide Serum, which I really, really like. I'm like 2/3 of the way through this, and it makes me sad because I don't want to repurchase this. I'm not willing to repurchase it, but I really do like it. And the Pharmacy Feeling Good Hyaluronic Acid. I also have a backup hyaluronic acid serum. This one is from The Ordinary. So 5 serums. I tend to use 1 to 2 serums each, both morning and night. So this number seems pretty reasonable to me. I have 9 sheet masks. I have 6 of these Purely's Coconut and Rice Nourishing Sheet Masks. I got these through BoxyCharm, I think, on really good discount. And then I have 3 of these Facetory Sunbae Soothing Masks. These are after sun masks. They are so nice. I really enjoy these. I don't know that these are actually better for after sun than any other sheet mask, but I'm willing to believe. I'm willing to suspend disbelief and just trust that they are doing something positive for me. I've been using a sheet mask every week, every other week, so I definitely don't need to have like 30 of them. But I don't think that 9 is too bad. I think that's pretty reasonable for me. Now, as far as other masks go, I have this Purely's charcoal mask. I have a mud mask from Papa Recipe, maybe? I'm not exactly sure. And a tiny little e.l.f. pore minimizing mask. Or no, this is the oil control mask. So 3 like wash off masks for different purposes. I don't tend to use these very often. I like the Purely's one. I haven't tried the other 2. Definitely not an area that really needs to grow unless it's a product that would fulfill a different need. For example, if I got a moisturizing wash-off mask, I'd be fine with that. But I definitely don't need another detoxifying one. I have 1 thing of eye patches, which I really like. I'm sorry if this really shiny packaging is causing problems. It doesn't look to be in my viewfinder, but who knows. And then I have 2 little acne treatments. I have a spot treatment from Up and Up. This is like a lotion, and I have these little patches from Paradox. And overall, I think that this category actually is pretty good. Yes, I could do some editing on the lip balms, and I think that will happen naturally because I do actually tend to go through these now. And I wouldn't mind getting like 1 more mask. But otherwise, I'm actually pretty happy with where this category is at. And I think that I only have 1 more spread to go. So that's really exciting. Let's get to it. And then our last category for today and for the entire inventory series is brushes. I haven't done brushes in my previous inventory videos, but recently I realized that brushes is one area where I have a really easy time justifying purchases that I don't actually need, because I think, hey, if I buy a decent brush, say these Luxie eye brushes, I'll have them for years and years. But guess what? I'll probably have that blush that I bought for years and years too, because I never use things up. And once I have nice brushes, which I have decent quality brushes, I think, I shouldn't need to purchase more. So this is for accountability. I've really only broken these up into face brushes and eye brushes, and then I have 1 for body and 1 for lips. So don't look for any other really organizational scheme here. I am, to too sick of these inventory videos for that. So let's start with the small categories. I have one brush that I use for body. I'm pretty sure this was intended for like maybe blush and bronzer or something. It's from Kiko. I use it for like the ColourPop glow oils or Soul Body glow oils. Sorry, apparently they're different. And I have one lip brush from e.l.f. that I never use, but you know, we've talked about categories like this a few times. I know that if I got rid of this, I would suddenly need it and then I would buy one. So better to just keep it around. Now as far as face brushes go, I have a lot of e.l.f. face brushes. I have a Luxie one, some Bogashi ones, these Farrah ones I've purchased quite a few of. But overall, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 face brushes, which is actually fewer than I thought it might be. And then for eye brushes, I have really a pretty similar mix of things. I have quite a few Wet n Wild ones, a lot of these Eco Tools brushes. Well, I guess I really only have 4, but they have 2 heads each, so I feel like I have 8 of them. Some Wet n Wild, the Luxie ones we talked about. I have these from Anjou, which I've had for ages and ages. My mom bought me these as a set for Christmas one year. They're like one of those cheapo Amazon brands. And some of them have really stuck around. I mean, it's probably been 7 or 8 years since she bought this brush set for me, and I have this powder brush, I have this big blender brush. I use this brush to set my eyeshadow primer down every day. I mean, there were some brushes in that set that were absolute trash, but you know, there are some that have really stuck around. Anyway, let's count. I have 43 eye brushes. Okay. Do I need to do anything more to wrap up this video, or can I just say thanks for watching? I hope you enjoyed the series. Please consider liking and subscribing if you did, and I hope I'll see you next time. Yeah, I think that about wraps things up. See ya.